Good morning, everyone. This is meteorologist John Keys with your Southeast Idaho weather planning briefing for Sunday, February 3rd. We've got rain and snow continuing across the area this morning. Now, what's changed is the snow levels have actually reached the valley floors, and this includes here at the office. We had a very heavy band of rain switch to snow, and that band is shifting off to the north and to the east, getting some quick accumulations all the way down to the lowest valley floors. Brief accumulations of slush on the roads, but other than that, it's quickly melting. Now, once you get into the higher elevations, we do have some slick roads continuing this morning. Now, we're going to see more showery or bandy weather at times through the period, and that's because the pattern's changing a little bit. The Tuesday-Wednesday storm is still up in the air. It's a lot more up in the air than it was yesterday. What we know is snow levels today around 4,500 to 5,000 feet, and they'll be very similar tomorrow, and they'll fluctuate depending on temperature or times of heavier precipitation. A little more impact from blowing and drifting, especially in the higher elevations with the winds today and Monday, and definitely some cold weather midweek onward. What we don't know yet is the storm track for Tuesday and Wednesday. That's going to determine where it's going to snow, and the storm track towards the weekend, again, that's going to determine where it's going to snow. Satellite loop shows that low that was off the coast yesterday shifting to the north and to the east. That's bringing the rain and snow today. The low coming in behind it, that low is going to be the one that's slowing down, and wherever this low goes, we'll show you where it may go here in a little bit. That's what's going to happen for the storm towards the middle of the week. Now, let's go ahead and take you through the forecast today. Again, snow levels right around 4,500 to 5,000 feet. We'll see the main area of snow shifting into the central mountains up towards Island Park. Other waves of showers continuing across the region through the afternoon. Here we are about 5 o'clock. Looks like the potential of another more organized band shifting northward through the afternoon and in the evening hours. And again, that will continue to lift to the north and to the east. Here we are at midnight. Going into tomorrow morning, some more precipitation. Another organized band trying to set up, especially from the around Bear Lake up through the Wood River Valley. And again, this will be snow or rain. If it's heavier, it'll definitely be some slushy snow falling with that. Here we are at 7 a.m. Monday morning as we continue to go into Monday during the day. Again, we talked about things being more showery or more of these individual organized bands coming through as we go through the forecast through tomorrow afternoon. We're going to stop right around 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We'll talk about some of these precipitation totals. As a matter of fact, looking at how things are going to pan out for today and tomorrow, not much going on. Again, the higher elevations, Island Park could see an additional 8 to 12 inches of snow depending where you are. Similar amounts over the Bear River Range, some of the higher elevations over in the Caribou Highlands and the Blackfoot Mountains. You get into the Wood River Valley, the Sawtooth, those areas, we're looking at 4 to 8 inches of snow. Higher amounts, of course, off the valley floors. The Lost River Range, the Limhi Beaverhead Range as well, seeing that snowfall as well. And look at Banner Summit, could see around a foot of snow, 8 to 12 for Galena. Immigration Summit could see over a foot, again up towards Island Park. Targhee, Reynolds Pass, Ashton Hill, over 8 inches of snow possible total through tomorrow. Monida Pass, lesser amounts, but again, not much going on across the Snake Plain as well with this event. And if you want to look at the rain or the melted snow with that, amounts additional. Not a lot going on in the Snake Plain, but we could definitely see some moisture, some ponding, some localized sheet flooding perhaps. You get into the mountains, you're looking at a quarter to half to 1, and some of the higher elevations through tomorrow afternoon could see over an inch of additional moisture. Now, let's take a look at this storm track. This is the main low for Monday, and we'll take you as we go into Tuesday morning. This track is actually the farther north of all the model tracks we're looking at. A lot of them are bringing it farther to the south. What does that mean? Less snow for us, especially later Tuesday into Wednesday, but it does look like going into eventually Wednesday, that system shifts away from us. And later on in the week, we get some colder air to return, and this is the other storm track issue we're talking about going into Friday. We'll go to about Friday evening. This is actually the track that is the quickest and not as far to the south and to the west. What does that mean? The farther south and west that low goes on into the weekend, that means we could see a lot colder weather, and that will also, again, determine where we will see some snow going through that particular period. Now let's go back again to the wind. We're going to put the snowfall for 6-hour periods with the wind, and you can see going through this afternoon, Winds in the Snake Plain at times, we're looking at gusts around 30 to 40 miles per hour at times, but again, not any issues with blowing and drifting snow. Some of these higher ridges could see a little bit of blowing and drifting, maybe some wind loading issues as well through the afternoon. Those winds let up, but again, the ridge tops overnight, this evening, into the overnight hours, still running around 20 to 30, maybe in some places up to 40 miles per hour. And again, with the next front coming through tomorrow, there'll be some gusty winds coming through at times, especially as we get on later into the day. And midday, look at some of these ridgetop winds over 40 miles per hour, some pretty good southerly winds. And then at times, that southerly wind is going to cause some downslope issues from like Burley to Pocatello up through Rexburg, even into the Teton Valley as well with that particular storm system. And like I said, we've got some pretty active weather headed our way over the next several days. And if you have any, again, that's the Tuesday snowfall. Completely forgot about that. These are some very early numbers for Tuesday. We may see this may be their best day of accumulation in the Snake Plain Tuesday morning. Again, some of the higher elevations looking at 4 to 8 inches of snow. And again, the higher snowfall with this system will probably be over in the eastern highlands. We're not going to go with beyond that with snowfall again with such an iffy storm track coming our way. And again, some pretty good rainfall amounts in the mountains. And with it being colder, rain on snow in the valley, not much of an issue. If you have any questions, please give us a call here at the office. We're here 24 hours, 7 days a week. We know a lot of people are going to have some questions, especially with their work week starting up. Have a great day, everyone, and please stay safe out there.